Okay, we're going to take a look at this function example on the worksheet where it says input 1 or 2 and 3 turns on an output. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new block right here, and it'll take a second. I'll give it a name. Let's see, we'll call it an and or. That's what it is. It wants us to put it in as an FC. That's fine, and I'll be doing ladder, so I'm okay. So it's going to take a second. It's going to create this. There it is, my and or FC. Okay. My tag table is here, so I'm going to go ahead and make my inputs. Supposedly my input that says was input 1, return, input 2, return, input 3. And my outputs were going to be output 1, they said. Output 1. Okay, so I have created my tag table right there. I've got 3 inputs and an output. I'm going to hit the arrows here and minimize this. I'm programming this in ladder, so we'll drag in a couple of contacts. It was input 1 or 2 and 3. Okay, so I'm going to have to go like this, and I'll close it up. So it looks like I'm going to have 2 inputs and or turning on an output. So I can address them from my tag table. It was input 1 or input 2 and input 3 turns on output 1. So there's my function. Okay, now I need to schedule this, and I need to tie in some tags to it. So if I go back to my main, I'm going to have nothing in here. I need to set up my PLC tags. So I'm going to go in my tags right here. And it looks like I'm using 6 different push buttons. So if I go PB1, enter, PB2, PB3, PB4, PB5, PB6, and I'm turning on, it looks like a couple of items, light 1, and that is an output. So let's change that to an output, Q bit 0, okay, and then we're going to do light 2, and then there it is. So I got 6 inputs, 2 outputs, and they're addressed. Okay, I go back to my main, and let's take a look at the ladder logic. So it looks like I need to schedule this. We've called this and or, I think it was something like that. There's our function right there. So I've scheduled it here, and I'm going to have another rung here, and I'm going to schedule it again. I'm using the same piece of ladder logic twice. I can use it as many times as I want. Once you create it, you can use it over and over and over again. So I can only use an output once. Here's all my internal tags, input, 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 1, 2, 3. Those are what we created. We actually need to assign something real to these now. So we're going to go with light 1 and light 2 because we probably only want to use an output once. Okay. So the first one says PB1 and 2 and 3 are part of this. PB1, PB2, and PB3. So if I did this, if I push PB1 or 2 and 3, that's what the logic is going on here that we can't see, the light would come on. And this one was PB4, let's go this one, PB5, and PB6. Turning on light 2. And so these are our scheduled functions. I can use as many times as I want. What's actually occurring in the function? Well, I can click over here, and that pulls up the ladder that is executed on each of those that I've scheduled here in the main.